Is Betabound a great place to get to beta test different software online and have your opinion heard, or is it a waste of time? My name is Michael from paidfromservice.com, and in this Betabound review I will give you an inside look and I will show you exactly what you can expect, because there definitely are some details you need to consider before deciding if it's worth it for you or not. If this is your first time here, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out next time I release a video with tips and tricks about how to get the most out of paid service, get paid to sites, and how to in general make some extra cash on the site online. I am now logged into Betabound, and if you are used to giving your opinions online and getting paid for it and all that, it might be a little bit confusing what is going on here and how it works. But this review and tutorial will help clarify that so you know exactly what to expect. First of all, almost no matter the country you live in, you can actually join Betabound and get access to these beta tests. Beta tests is where you get to test, for example, new software or new apps or new extensions for your browser or something like that, and give feedback about it. It is a way for companies to test it before they go live. So if something like this sounds interesting to you, maybe Betabound is the right option for you. But there also are some very important details you need to consider. First of all, once you have joined, you have these platforms you can see over here in the left side, and you can add different platforms. And this is basically just like a profile is on many service sites, where you add it here and then you fill out some information about your family, or if you have anything about headphones, home network, all these different things, and that will help them find the right projects or tasks or whatever you call it for you to qualify for to test. Right now there are no available tests specifically for me, but I will just show you some examples of what types of tests you can potentially get access to. So Betabound has a list of featured opportunities here, and you can see that you can apply to beta test for different things here. And if you just click there, a new browser will open up or a new tab will open up, and you can then join a beta program here for this particular software. So even if you inside the platform do not see any opportunities, you can click here. But before doing this, it is very important that there are some things you understand about Betabound and exactly how it works, because it is mostly a collection of links that will just send you to external sites. As you can see, they write themselves in the FAQ section that it is a website that tries to list all the available beta testing opportunities. So they probably get paid to send people to these different places where you can then participate in these beta tests. But one very important thing to understand here is that there is not really as such a way to earn on Betabound for participating in these beta tests, which I will go more into details about now, because that is very important to understand before you join. So very often when you join a platform that give you access to different kind of tests, it can for example be user testing, or it can be paid service sites, all the kind of platforms like that, you will get compensated for the time you take to test something and give feedback. However, that is not the case on Betabound. They just is a collection of links that will send you somewhere else. You can see here they very clearly say that there is no cash payment to become a tester. All our testers are volunteers, because they argue that companies cannot expect your feedback to be honest and reliable if you're getting paid to give that. In my opinion, that is definitely not true. There are plenty of people, myself included, that is willing to give feedback and get paid for it. But if I have to test software and not get paid for it, but spend quite a lot of time testing it and giving feedback, then I just do not have the time to do that unless it's something I'm really passionate about. But in my opinion, it's definitely a letdown that Betabound does not compensate you in any way. They do say here that some companies will give you incentives like products, gift cards, t-shirt and things like that to test, but there's no guarantee about that, so you have to check for each project. But in general, Betabound is not a platform you should join if you're expecting to earn for giving feedback. Then there are many other platforms you can join to test, for example, websites and software and apps and things like that, and actually get paid for it, and even get paid quite significantly for it. But there is one way where you can potentially earn some rewards on Betabound, and that is through their ambassador program. So Betabound's ambassador program is a program you can apply to get access to. Once you are a member yourself, you have to fill out what they call an extended profile, where you give your phone number and your address and things like that, and then you can apply to become a part of the ambassador program. Here they then mention that as an ambassador, you can earn rewards by helping to recruit new testers for certain new opportunities. And you will also increase your chances of being selected for some private tests. But again, remember, these private tests does not mean that you will get paid for them. In my opinion, it is not really a great incentive to start inviting other people. But of course, if you're really passionate about what they offer and the different things, then you can join the ambassador program. But if you would also like to get compensated fairly for your time, then it is not necessarily the best option, in my opinion. Overall, Betabound has some interesting aspects, and it definitely also has some great drawbacks, in my opinion. I think it is great it has this collection of links to, for example, different extensions, software you can get access to, and if you're tech savvy and find it interesting to test different new software or extensions and things like this, it can be a site to join, or just to go to the site. You actually don't have to join to get the list if you want to see opportunities to test things like this. However, you need to do it with the right expectations. You need to be aware that you will not get rewards for doing this. Betabound will not pay you for participating or for you to join any kind of projects, and you need to be aware of this. They say that it is because the feedback that people give when they are getting paid is not reliable. I do not really think that is true. There are hundreds of great survey sites, for example, or user testing sites that use the model where you get paid, because if you have to spend, let's say, half an hour, or maybe an hour, or maybe even more to test some kind of software, you can definitely do that. You do not want to do that if you don't think it's kind of interesting, but you of course also want to be compensated for your time. You are investing quite a lot of time, so in my opinion, you definitely should get compensated for participating in something like this, and that is not possible on Betabound. So I would say it's only relevant for you if you're really passionate about these types of tests and are willing to invest quite some time in doing it without getting compensated for it. If you're interested in doing user tests or anything like that, and you want to get compensated at the same time, then you should join other sites instead. But if you want to know even more details about Betabound, or if you want to see opportunities where you will get compensated for giving feedback, then I have a lot of information about that on my website, paidfromservice.com. I will leave a link to that below this video, so make sure to check that out. And also make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out next time I release a video about how to get the most out of paid service, get paid to sites, and how to in general make some extra cash on the side online.